Election day is almost here, and I had the opportunity to ask the candidates for U.S. Senate in South Carolina the same 14 questions. I traveled to Columbia to meet with Jaime Harrison and met with Senator Lindsey Graham in our Fox Carolina studios. We discussed their take on racism in our country. Former South Carolina Governor and UN Ambassador Nikki Haley said America is not a racist nation. Do you agree with this? Why or why not?
To those who want to run down the United States, count me out. I've been all over the world. I've been to Iraq and Afghanistan as a senator and a member of the military 50-something times since the war started. There are places on the planet where it's hard to get ahead, where the laws are stacked against you. America is not a perfect place, but it's the best place. So Nikki Haley is a living example of what can happen in South Carolina. Your parents can come from India. You can grow up in Denmark, South Carolina. She said she was too brown to be accepted by the white community, not brown enough to be accepted by the black community. Look what she did. Look at Tim Scott. Tim Scott's story is a uniquely American story, raised by a single mom. I'm so proud of my state. I'm not going to take part in running down this country. But when it comes to South Carolina, it's not the color of your skin, it's not where you came from, it's the content of your ideas. And Nikki and Tim and my staff have something in common. We're conservative.
Former governor, South Carolina governor, and UN Ambassador Nikki Haley said at the Republican National Convention that she didn't believe that we're a racist country. Do you agree with this, or do you disagree?
You know, there are some things. There's some racism that are built, systemic racism that's built into the system that I think we need to get rid of. Some things, some inequities, some things that have been laid over from what I call the old South. And we need to start building what I call the new South. One that is bold, that's inclusive, that's diverse. I mean, nobody in this country should fear the police. But the reality of the situation is there are some communities that do. I mean, I understand that, you know, I have a lot of family who are in law enforcement. My grandpa Ron, who was in the Detroit Police Department for well over 30 years, worked homicide, did all. We know how important police are to our communities. Their role is to protect and serve. But there's some bad apples in the system, and those bad apples have to be rooted out. And we've seen what has happened to so many folks in communities across this country, and it's just not right. And I think everybody should be able to feel free that they could call the police and know that they're there to help protect them. That's what the job is all about. But we got to root out these bad apples in the system, because not only are they bad for the communities, but they're bad for the good police officers that are working each and every day to do their job. So let's root out, bring more accountability, let's root out some of these bad actors, and let's come together again as a community.
To see more from Graham and Harrison, go to our Fox Carolina News app or our Fox Carolina YouTube channel. Both candidates answer 14 questions you can watch online and in our newscast. I'll bring you updates on air leading up to Election Day.